Some ideas fail once because they were badly executed. Some fail twice because the wrong people were in charge. But when something fails again and again, year after year, decade after decade, at some point common sense has to step in and say, maybe this is not a solution. Maybe this is a ritual. Maybe this is a slogan with a budget. Maybe this is a system protecting itself. Yet, the moment we move from our garages to the public square, we abandon this basic pragmatism. When a social program or government policy fails year after year, decade after decade, we keep using it. Instead of fixing the broken machinery, we use sophisticated language to mask the failure. We call programs compassionate. We rebrand massive spending as investment, and we excuse disorder as complexity. But reality does not care what we call it. A slogan can feel generous while producing immense harm. Physical outcomes are the only valid metric of success, and if an approach always fails, common sense demands we stop calling it a solution. A failed public solution is rarely declared dead. Instead, it is rewarded. It gets a new department, a ribbon-cutting ceremony, a fresh task force, and a new pilot program promising that this time we have learned the lesson. Often, the same system that failed yesterday is put in charge of explaining why it needs more money tomorrow. This chart shows that contradiction in real time. If the budget keeps growing and the system keeps hiring more administrators, but the underlying suffering remains stagnant or worsens, the words are not solving the problem. This occurs because of a simple evolutionary incentive. If a bureaucracy actually eliminated the problem it was created to manage, it would render itself unnecessary. If poverty programs actually created widespread independence, the agencies built around managing dependency would have no reason to exist. When a system repeatedly fails, but its budget and staff continually expand, it has transitioned into an organism practicing self-preservation. Imagine applying this logic to physical infrastructure. If a bridge collapses every time people drive across it, nobody claims the design was noble. The engineering response is immediate. We find the structural flaw, we fire the contractor, and we stop sending people across it. But in social policy, we keep these broken bridges open. We continually send vulnerable people across them, and when the system fails to hold them, we blame reality for not matching our theories. We design systems for imaginary humans, and then act shocked when real people show up. There is a mechanical difference between solving an issue and processing it. Solving means a measurable reduction in trapped individuals. The number drops until cleared. Processing creates the appearance of action, a multiplying labyrinth of endless loops and dead ends, where the total number perpetually increases. A real solution shrinks the problem in physical reality. A fake solution merely manages the appearance of concern. This principle of self-protecting failure is not limited to government agencies. It scales down to the micro level of our own daily habits. Apply the output test to your own personal routines. We are often just as guilty of protecting our excuses instead of confronting the results of our behavior. If a habit consistently produces a bad result, stop calling it a plan. If your routine keeps failing, stop calling it discipline. If you rely on the same repetitive excuse, stop calling it bad luck. At every level, from civic infrastructure to how you start your morning, the output produced is the honest metric of evaluation. Intention and branding mean nothing if the result is failure. When you demand results, the architects of failing systems often react by claiming you are attacking compassion itself, as if applying objective tests to social programs is a form of cruelty. A dependency machine that keeps a person sleeping in filth, addiction, and danger is not compassion. True compassion is defined by the physical, verifiable reduction of human suffering. Creating stability requires working with human nature rather than utopian ideals. It requires structure, boundaries, and basic order, solutions that might not sound as soft as slogans, but actually protect people. Strip the word solution away from anything that consistently fails to change reality. Call it a theory, a habit, a bureaucracy, or a moral performance. Ultimately, reality keeps score. A solution is not what people call it. A solution is what reduces the problem.